Hey, Al, did you end up receiving the invitation for the wedding? You have to be there, so make sure that you don't have any other plans that day.
Huh? You sent me an invitation? What are you even talking about right now, Gavin? And why are you starting to message me over text again? Didn't you and I agree to never ever talk to one another again after the divorce?
Hey now, don't take this as me actually wanting to talk with you right now. I just had to in order to make sure you'd be at the wedding. So be happy I'm still considerate of you after all this time.
And why should I be happy about your consideration, Gavin? All I can ever remember about you anymore is that you're this massive jerk that had my life flipped upside down for no good reason. Ugh. Whose wedding is this that I'm being invited to anyway? I really have no idea what you're going on about right now, though, so please make all of this quick for me.
So you're saying you've had no clue about our daughter's upcoming wedding? I guess you really are a failure as a mother if you haven't even been able to hear about something like that. She must hate you as much as I was assuming she would.
Wait. Kay is getting married now? I never heard anything about that. I mean, I didn't really expect her to say anything to me about it, but congratulations to her then.
Of course you didn't hear anything about the wedding, considering most things that have to do with her have nothing to do with you.
Yeah, that's very true. And that's why you shouldn't be holding any of that against me. So, the invitation is for Kay's wedding then?
That's right, and you're going to be attending the wedding as her mother, right?
Wait, you guys want me to be at the wedding? Then why haven't I even gotten the invite yet?
Well, maybe that has to do with the fact that Kay doesn't know your current address, right?
Well, could you please tell her to send one to me so that I know where and when to go?
Why should I have to go through that trouble for you? You're her mother, so how about you talk with her and get all of that sorted out?
Ugh, you are still as annoying and unreasonable as ever, I see. Well, whatever, I guess. Listening to whatever else you have to say to me now is useless. Are Kay's grandparents going to the wedding as well?
Well, of course they are. They're her grandparents after all and want to be there to see her get married. Why would you even ask such an obvious question like that? Have you really been that lonely that you've lost touch with all of society lately?
Gavin, if they're going to be there, then is it really okay for me to attend her wedding? You do remember that we got divorced a year ago, Gavin. And for 2 years before that divorce took place, I was completely ignored by all of you guys, and that left me feeling like I meant nothing at all to any of you. Now you're asking that I go to a wedding with all those people again? I'm telling you right now, if I go there, not a single person from your family will be happy I'm there. And they will most likely want me sent out of the venue and forced to go back to my house. Which would be a massive waste of time and effort for me, and I really do not want that right now.
True, there will be people there that won't like the fact that you're showing up. But Kay would look bad if her own mother didn't show up to her wedding, right? And when it comes to her fiancé, he's quite the wealthy man. So you and I have to make sure everything goes smoothly for her at this wedding, or else she may miss this chance. Therefore, you don't have to worry about being forced to leave or anything like that, even if nobody is wanting to talk with you. Now, don't you at least want to make sure Kay looks good in front of all his family? I'm sure that to someone as unaware as you that wouldn't matter, but,
Even if you want me there to keep up her appearance, telling me so suddenly like this? I'm not even sure what day the wedding is on and if I'll have time to physically make it with my schedule.
Oh, come on! What could someone as lonely as you be busy with these days?
Wait a second. Is Kay's fiancé from... Is he from the Wellington Financial Group? Like, that family?
Well, so you do know a thing or two about her and her fiancé. Well, if you knew about her being with him, then you should have said something from the start about that. I'm kind of surprised that somebody would tell you about her fiancé, but at least explaining things to you will be that much easier for me.
Nobody ever told me about that, actually.
Huh? What are you trying to say, then?
Don't worry, it doesn't really matter right now. Let's get back to talking about the wedding.
I never expected someone like Kay to marry into the Wellington family, though. She really is my daughter, then, if she was able to achieve something like that. This'll for sure secure my future for me. I'm expecting for both her and the Wellington family to take great care of me in my old age as well. And that doesn't just go for me myself, but my career as a whole, too. You, on the other hand, will have to continue living life all by your lonesome, though. Please understand that you cannot rely on my daughter for anything when you're too old to care for yourself, and that goes for me as well. And don't ever come to me expecting any more money from out of my pockets, either.
I never really intended on relying on any one of you later in my life.
Yeah, sure, all right. So you're coming to this wedding then, right? Of course you are. You being Kay's mother means that you would never want to ruin her wedding, right? Just make sure you stay quiet while you're there, because I know just how much of a useless wife you can be.
I'm no longer your wife, though, Gavin, so please refrain from talking to me like that ever again. It's more disturbing now than it is rude, considering you were the one that divorced me and sent me out of the house.
You think that was disturbing of me? Wow, can't believe that you're actually going to complain about me for once. You must have gotten a lot more cocky this past year then. But don't think you're any better than you were when the divorce happened, because you're still the same old useless wife that I left before. Do you want to know why we all ignored you for those 2 years? Because you were completely incompetent as a wife and as a mother. You did all kinds of things that my parents and I could not agree with, and things that your daughter will never be able to look past anymore. But anyway, just make sure that you're at Kay's wedding and that you keep your mouth shut, okay?
All right, already. I'll be there.
That's what I wanted to hear from you. It's your duty as Kay's mother to be there anyway, so of course you'd be going no matter what, right? I guess I'll be seeing you in a little while, and make sure not to cause any trouble for any of the guests. I mean that. If you do anything to get in other people's way, I'll make sure that's the last time you ever see Kay again. Heck, it might even be the last time you see anyone ever again if you really screw things up bad enough.
What are you even talking about? Stop talking to me like I'm 5 years old.
Just obey what I've asked of you like the useless woman that you are, Elle. And make sure to fulfill your duty as her mother by making her look good for her fiancé's rich and powerful family. As for that invitation, it was actually sent out to you yesterday, so you should be getting that soon.
Then what was the point of all that crap before? Ugh. I'll be seeing you at the wedding then. I heard about this from Dad, but are you actually going to be coming out to my wedding? I can't believe you're even thinking of coming to my wedding of all things. Do you even remember what you did to me? Sure, it's been close to 3 years now since it all started, but are you serious about this right now? Hey, it's been a while, Kay. What you heard from your dad is true, that I will be coming out to your wedding to attend it. And it was your dad who asked me to come as well. So don't think I was planning on being there to see you out of my own will. He only asked you to come to my wedding so that my mother would be there and so that our family wouldn't be seen as an embarrassment to my fiancé's family. But really, I don't actually want you coming to my wedding. I don't even think of you as my mother, so it makes no sense having you there sitting in my mother's seat. I'm sure that things would be better off if my dad just went out and hired some whore to come and dress nicely saying she's my mother over having you there. All I can even imagine is that you being there will only bring even more embarrassment to me. And how can you even have the guts to come, huh? You must have no shame if all it took was an invite from my dad to get you to come out and be around the whole family again. Kay, what did I ever do to you that made you talk like that to me? Why do you have to say such things about me? I thought things were going so well when you were younger, and all I was doing was trying my best. But then a few years back, you started to ignore me completely, just like your dad and your grandparents were. I guess ever since then, you've had those harsh feelings towards me that we never had the chance to talk through. I don't understand what happened, though, that caused you to think of me as not being your mom. How can you sit there moaning about all of that? Seriously? Do you think I'm too stupid to understand what was all going on then? I wasn't a child anymore by the time I realized what you were doing, and that's why things changed so much between the two of us. And luckily, I had Dad there to make sure I knew every single thing about what you did behind our backs. You are the worst kind of trash. Not only did you end up hurting Dad and Grandma and Grandpa, but you hurt me by doing all of it. And that's why I started to hate you and always will until the day I die. I thought we had finally gotten rid of you, to be honest, but now you're back, wanting to come out to my wedding of all things. I cannot believe the nerve of some people. Wait a minute, Kay, I stabbed you in the back? I never did anything like that to you back then. What are you talking about? Don't even try acting like you have no idea what I'm talking about. You stole a lot of the family's money, and because of that, I wasn't able to go to the university that I've been wanting to go to for so long. I will never forgive you for doing that to me. Do you know how it felt for me to have to tell all my friends at my graduation from high school that I wouldn't be able to go to college with them? I was in tears, bawling my eyes out, and the only person there who could comfort me was Dad. Kay, I have no idea what you're going on about. Can you please explain what your dad told you to me? You were a worthless and stupid mother. Life has been so much better ever since the day Dad divorced you and kicked you out. And yet now you're coming back into my life again, acting as though you're once again my mother. Disgusting, absolutely disgusting of you. By the way, I went ahead and tossed that necklace you gave to me that you got from your mom. That was my way of getting back at you for what you'd done. What? Why would you do that, Kay? That necklace, it'd been in the family for 3 generations and had so many heirloom jewels on it. Why did I do it? Because I knew doing something like that would make you upset, and I love making a vile monster like you upset. Even Dad was happy to see that necklace go in the trash. I'm so glad that I did that, because you really are just the worst person ever, and it made me feel like I'd slain a beast. All right, I get it, Kay. Your dad must have told you a lot of things that have gotten you all confused about me, but it's too late now to fix those misunderstandings. Because I can see that you really do hate me now, and won't want to listen to a word of what I have to say. I'm still going to attend that wedding of yours, though. I even look forward to seeing you then, Kay, even if you're not looking forward to seeing me.
Hey, how much of a freaking idiot are you? Take a look around. You are in the complete wrong seat on the wrong side of the room. You get out of there right now and come back over here before anybody notices what you've done.
What are you talking about now, Gavin? As far as I'm aware, this is the correct seat for someone like me.
You must be seriously brain dead to think something like that when those seats are meant for the groom's family. I hope you were just joking about what you said there. Now get over here and sit in the seat designated for the bride's mother.
I was invited to this wedding as a part of the groom's family, though. After all, I am his aunt, in a way. Which means that there should be no problem with me sitting in this seat, right?
Elle? What are you talking about?
I'm sure you're not aware of this yet, but I am the groom's uncle's wife. I got married to him 6 months after you went and divorced me and kicked me out of the house. So that kind of makes the groom my nephew. Also, my husband happens to be like the boss inside the groom's family in some ways, which means I share said status. So me being sat over here with his family is only correct, right?
Wait a second. You got remarried after I left you? What are you actually going on about right now? I never heard anything about that happening with you.
I never had a reason to tell you about it, and neither did the rest of my family. I mean, why should I tell you about something that only relates to me? You're nothing to me anymore after what you did. So that means there really is no reason for me to be telling you anything about my life anymore. By the way, wasn't it you who told me first to never talk to you again after the divorce? All of you guys were against me when I had to leave the house and my daughter, so of course I wasn't going to ever talk to any one of you again.
What are you talking about? None of that has anything to do with what I want to know.
Just know that I'm married to a part of the groom's family now, so you can stop acting like a complete buffoon and let me enjoy this wedding. Oh, and one last thing. I'll be giving a speech today at the wedding with my husband, so please look forward to that.
Why are you, of all people, going to be giving a speech with him? You only just married into that family 6 months ago, right? None of that makes any sense to me.
About that, this may seem a bit strange, but my husband and I first met because of Ben, the groom. My husband is not only Ben's uncle, but he is also his boss within the company, and so he respects my husband and I very much. So as a way of showing that respect, he asked that we step up in front of everyone today and give a speech together. My husband and I.
Are you kidding me right now? How am I gonna let something like that happen? You'd better not say a dang thing that could ruin this wedding for all of us here today.
If you don't want me saying anything that would ruin your guys' wedding, then you'd better watch your attitude, Gavin.
What? Do you think it's okay for you to speak to me like that?
Whoa, now, watch that tone of yours, Gavin.
All right, I'll leave you alone. Neither of us would want there to be any trouble at this wedding, right?
Are you saying that to protect Kay and her wedding, though?
Of course I'm saying that to protect her.
Or could you be so worried about the things I might say because you don't want to affect your promotion in this world? You want the money that's going to come from having Kay marry Ben and his super wealthy family, right? And that's why you want to make sure everything goes well today.
What are you talking about, Elle?
I know about everything already, Gavin. You want this wedding to go as smooth as butter because it will play a major part in the company contract, right?
I have no clue what you're going on about. All I want is for my daughter's wedding to go well today, because she's all that matters to me.
Stop making excuses, Gavin. I know about how you went and used up all of that tuition money that was saved for Kay so that she could go to the school she wanted to after high school. Yet you couldn't handle the embarrassment that would come when the family found out, so you told them all it was me, right? And that's why they all ended up ignoring me like I was some creature they didn't want in the house anymore.
Are you out of your mind? What's the point in bringing up all that stuff now? Go ahead and tell everyone if you want, but nobody's going to believe you. Now just get back to your seat over here and be quiet.
My seat isn't over there. I told you that already, right? My seat is next to my husband today with the rest of my family.
Huh?
I would never choose to go and sit over there acting as though I'm Kay's mom. You all made me go through hell for 2 years and then kicked me out when you grew tired of having me around. Do you really still think you can boss me around like that?
Just calm down and think about this. Today is Kay's wedding, right? Don't you care about her and her image? For her sake and the sake of her fiancé's family, calm down and come over here. Just sit next to me like you're still my wife or something, and let's all just learn to get along for today.
I'm not going to listen to you anymore, Gavin. I have plans of my own now. You can try all you want to play nice and beg for me to be with you all, but it is far too late for that. I know what you want out of this wedding, so please sit back and let's both you and I enjoy what's to come.
Why the hell would you do that? Because of you, this wedding is being canceled now, and there's talk now about that contract being ended. That contract was made by me and was about to be secured in the hands of the Wellington family. How are you going to make something as bad as this right for me? You really are such an embarrassment to our family, you pile of garbage.
You're the one who should be embarrassed of themselves, Gavin.
What did you just say?
All I was saying today in that speech was what needed to be said. Nobody was getting upset or anything about it until you started to throw a fit and then came up on stage to try and attack me. You've now gone and embarrassed your own family because you couldn't help yourself from acting like a child.
I'm going to get you kicked out of here. Because of you, you've made me look like I'm the bad guy in all of this. All because you went up there and started to talk about all my wrongdoings in front of everyone here today during your own daughter's wedding. What did you think you were going to achieve with that crap? I will not forgive you for what you've done this time, you bitch.
Jeez, Gavin, you are always so self-centered. That speech was made to wake you and everyone else in that family of yours up. I wanted to make sure that Kay knew about what was going on so that you'd stop causing trouble for her. Luckily, security came and got you before you could get to me and took you out of here. The wedding hasn't even been canceled yet either, and ever since you were taken away, things have gone back to normal. Both Kay and Ben really seem to be happy with one another, and everyone is focused on them right now. The only one who seemed to really take any offense to what I said was you. And you caused all of that trouble, which made everyone think poorly of you and nobody else.
You kicking me out yet still allowing that wedding to continue is pointless. The whole wedding is pointless without the one thing that I wanted from it. Yet now, that one thing, the contract, is going to be canceled because of you. I'm going to have to use Kay to go and talk with her husband about this. She needs to tell him to take that contract and make it happen.
Enough already! Even if you try getting Kay to listen to you and talk with her husband about your stupid little contract, it's no use. Her husband doesn't want to see you anymore, and neither does the rest of his family.
What are you talking about? You're married to the groom's uncle now, right? All right, I may still have a chance then. Go and tell your husband that he needs to accept this contract from me still, so that our companies can partner together. You and I still have something between us, don't we? So of course you'll go and help me out here.
I'm sorry, Gavin, but there is nothing between you and I anymore. Just a terrible past that can never be erased.
Please, Elle, do something about this. I've not only invested so much in that contract, but into someone else as well. She told me that if I could get that contract to pass and get the promotion my company offered for it, she'd marry me. I'm so close now, so please, just help me this once, Elle. If you can help me get this deal squared away with that family, then I'll be promoted to the head of my department and be making 3 times as much as I do now.
You're being manipulated by some hostess, Gavin. When will you come to realize any of that?
What? My Rena isn't anything like that. She'd never manipulate me.
If she truly loved you, Gavin, she wouldn't say she'd only marry you if you got that promotion. Is that woman really your reason for why you stole your daughter's college money? You really are the worst of the worst, Gavin. I hope when all of this is done and over with, you learn some kind of lesson and leave that Rena chick behind.
Wait, so you're really not going to help me out here? I'm sorry for everything I did to you before.
Do you see what I meant? You have never really cared about Kay and her plans for marriage. You only wanted this wedding to go well so that you could have that contract go through, get your promotion, and be with that hostess from the bar. Selfish assholes like you, Gavin, deserve what all's coming for you. Thankfully, everyone here at the wedding knows the truth now and will no longer want anything to do with you. You're done for. Now go out and find that hostess of yours, and good luck explaining to her what happened today. And make sure to not ever show your face around my family and I again. About what all happened yesterday, thank you. What? And not just for what happened yesterday, but for what you said to me back when we had started talking to one another again. You said some things to me that stuck, and that kind of started to help me see what had been going on behind the scenes all along. I was always wondering why someone as kind as you would want to steal the money that was saved up for me, and what you'd want to even use that for. You never spent a lot of money the whole time you'd been raising me, so of course there was something going on there. That asshole of a father told me you went and spent it all on another man before the divorce went down. I chose to believe what he told me, yet that turned out to be the complete opposite in the end. He was the one who spent it all on some chick I'd never even heard of. It's okay now, Kay. What happened in the past will fortunately stay in the past for the most part. What's important to me is that you understand all of that now. Now, about your wedding, I'm really sorry that my speech went and caused such a ruckus between your dad and I. It's just that my husband couldn't forgive what your dad did to me, and he wanted to make sure we took care of him once and for all. Thankfully, after that, your wedding was able to carry on, and your dad was taken away from the wedding venue by security. From what I could tell, even your grandparents were able to understand the truth that I told everyone, which is a great thing. I see. Surprisingly, my husband still seems to be okay with being married to me, even after hearing about all of that regarding Dad. And he even said that he loved me. Huh? What do you mean by that? Well, when it came to us being together, all of it felt artificial, since everyone around us seemed to be the ones wanting Ben and I to be together. But after Dad tried running up to attack you, and I was able to tell him to get away, Ben realized that I really am more caring than he first thought. And after that, he told me I did a good thing trying to step in to stop my dad and protect you, and said that he really did want me to become his wife. Is that so? Well, I'm happy to hear that from you, Kay. Yeah, just what happened with Dad is really shocking to me still. But I can't say that I'm not happy to see him out of my life. Anyway, Mom, I'm sorry for everything I did to you in the past. Actually, I never thought the day would come where I'd feel comfortable calling you my mom again. Even though there've been a lot of changes these past few years, could you still be my mother? Could we still get along as a family? Of course, Kay. I'm truly sorry for everything that's happened myself, so let's start things fresh again. Like the last few years never even really happened between you and I. And as your mom, I'm always going to be watching over and taking care of you, no matter what. After everything that happened, that surprising event at Kay's wedding ended up serving as a catalyst for improving my relationship with her again, as mother and daughter. Her and I have really started to talk to one another like a family again, and my husband is very happy about that. As for my ex-husband, though, after being discovered at home drinking his sadness away by his parents, they both kicked him out of their house and onto the streets. He begged them both for hours to let him back in and that he would do better from now on to improve their situation through his job, but they weren't going to bite. He even tried going to Kay asking for her help, where she told him a firm no before slamming the door to hers and Ben's house in his face. To make matters even worse for him, his hostess friend Rena ended up getting married to another man and moving away from town out into the countryside. He made an attempt to find her before she left town, but when he made it out to the apartment she'd been staying at, nobody was living there anymore and the door was locked. She also went and blocked his number on her phone, so there was really no way for him to ever find her again. Additionally, back at work there was more pressure applied to him for not getting that deal to go through, and was demoted from his position and then transferred to a small office out in the middle of nowhere. Whether or not he'll ever be able to get out of there remains a mystery to us all, but in any case, I'm really glad to have my cute little girl back and an improved relationship with her. One night, Kay did say that she was really sorry for me, though, for what she did to that necklace I had passed down to her from my mother, and even said to me that she'd pay me back for it. Of course, I wasn't going to say that she didn't have to do that, since it was a very fancy necklace that had a lot of meaning to my family. But I did tell her that she could take her time paying it off. From now on, I'm looking forward to all the new memories her and I will be able to make as mother and daughter again.